What is going on between Jonathan Kuminga and Steve Kerr? I don't know, but there's clearly something there. Steve, there's a maturity problem that Steve has identified, or there's some practice habits that he doesn't like, or there's some moping beyond the scenes or behind the scenes that Kuminga is guilty of or doing. I don't get it. I don't get the weird relationship and the you're really important part of the rotation to now you're not even playing in the first half. What is going on in a game where you're getting cooked by inexperienced athletic wings? How is Jonathan Kuminga not getting any minutes in the first half? Anyone else watch that Warriors game against the Portland Trail Blazers? Anybody else watch that? Didn't you notice how the Warriors needed to get longer, faster, and more athletic throughout the entirety of the game, but Steve waited till about 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter before Jonathan Kuminga hit the court. And for a guy who had been benched, he's now closing. That is coaching schizophrenia, okay? That is, I want to send a message here, but then, I need this player so much that he's closing tonight. So can't play in the first half, but you're in the closing unit. That's weird. That's weird. It really is. There's a curious case of Jonathan Kuminga going on right now. I see it. You see it. Now, this goes, to Steve always not trusting young players and sometimes over trusting his veteran players. And we know that that's part of it. But man, you got to be in the season that you're in. You can't be coaching with memories and tugging on heartstrings and fond days of yesteryear. Let me tell you, Klay Thompson should be benched for Moses Moody, who's a better player than Klay Thompson is right now. Not all time, not into the history of the franchise, but right now, I would rather see Moses Moody on the court than Klay Thompson, who is a turnover and a missed three, wide open three, over and over and over again. We all love Klay. He is given at the office. He's got a special spot in our hearts. There's a special spot on the bench waiting for that guy the way he's playing. Come on. And that's not a permanent embarrassment. And if going to the bench is something that Steve can sell to anyone, why he can't sell it to Klay, I really don't know. But man, the Warriors need more than what they got. They are getting painfully old in front of our eyes. Now, look, this is coming out of a win. They had a game last night that they could not afford to lose, and they spent most of their game losing it. They rallied at the end, and there were some good things that come out of it. I want to see more Moody. I want to see more Pajemski. I would like to see Trace Jackson Davis. Can we get him in a game? I want to see more Kuminga. And it hurts to say it out loud. It's like ripping Santa Claus. But I want to see less of Klay Thompson. He does not put as much on the table as he takes off of it these days. He just isn't. And I know, Bob Fitzgerald will tell you he's playing much better in his last few games. It still ain't good enough, man. You can't put it in a situation where it's Steph Curry and hopefully Andrew Wiggins isn't a total pussy tonight. And that's where that's the game plan. That's the game plan right now. Now, Draymond, look, he was an assist away from a triple-double against Portland. He had 10, 10, and 9 with 2 blocks. That's good. Warriors Muse hit a really interesting statistic. And maybe it only takes Curry hitting a couple of shots to win a game because Curry, he hit a couple of late shots last night. He hit the 2 that put the Warriors into the lead for the first time. And then he hit the dagger 3, which basically ended the night. And the Warriors are 10-2 this season when Steph Curry makes at least 2 baskets in the fourth quarter. They're 0-7 when he doesn't. And that includes 0-2 in games without him. So Curry can't fall into this. We're so dependent. We're overusing him, and he's tired now in the fourth quarter. You can't do that. And I just don't know what Steve is waiting for in terms of recognizing the clear information that his players are sending back to him. Less of some of these guys, more of some of these guys. How you felt about either group coming into the game really doesn't matter anymore. And it shouldn't matter anymore. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. This isn't a YMCA game. These guys aren't getting, bananas and orange slices at halftime and, dad and mom, come on in. We're really proud of you, Billy. This is high stakes. I don't have to explain what the NBA is to Steve Kerr of all people. It's time for some more athletic, youthful infusion. And in the years past, where Steve had youth, but no real reason to play them because they weren't very good. Like, I get it. You can understand all of that in hindsight. We're looking at this in real time. We're watching Moses Moody trying to become a better player in real time. Jonathan Kuminga trying to become a better player in real time. I want to see Brandon Pajemski get better in real time. He's got scrap in him. I like him. More of him, please.